Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello mga kaibigan! I am in a special YouTube episode kasi na-miss ko na rin gumawa ng episode for you guys. But I am here, we're vlogging today because I'm in a very special place on a very special occasion. It's the birthday of the father of one of my good friends, Rewa. And I am here in the Heritage House of the Lazatins in San Fernando, Pampanga. You know, ang mami ko po ay Kapampangan. So, yung buong side, maternal side ko po Kapampangan. Tapos ang daddy naman po ni Kiko, Kapampangan din. So, yung mga anak namin medyo natututo na magkapampangan ngayon. So, we know about our heritage, we know about our roots, mga tiga Santa Ana, Angeles, kung saan nagkalat kami. Lahat ng mga Dizon, Mercado, Gamboa sa Pampanga, yan ang mga kamag-anak daw namin. Anyway, I will tell you how I came to meet Rewa. Rewa, I met in 2021. Pero hindi ba naman nakakatawa po kasi my daughter Francie has been friends with Rewa's only child, her son Diego, since I think for mga 12 years na po ngayon magkaibigan sila. They're actually best friends. They have a friend group and they're all like my kids. They're all in the house all the time, boys and girls. So para sila magkapatid for the past 12 years. Pero hindi kami nakikita ni Rewa o pag nakikita kami, hi, ganun lang. So finally, 2021, nag-birthday yung friend ko rin na-meet ko rin that time, or was it the same year or the year before? His name's Doc Noel. And so, Doc Noel came to LA, tapos I went to his party, and then he was flying all of us out to New York. Doon talaga yung dinner niya the next day, so we went. And that's when I got to bond. So nakakatawa kasi minsan, the people na you don't expect to become close to, yun yung nagiging napaka-importante sa buhay mo. And I would like you all to meet my dear friend, my sister, Rewa! Hi, Rewa! Thank you for agreeing to do this. This is Rewa. May kwento. We weren't so right away, no? Parang konting tagal lang.
Parang on the plane. No, on the plane.
On the plane. Yes, I was asleep. I was not feeling well.
Yeah, you were asleep the whole time. And then after that, Lorraine, who's been her friend since she was
grade 2,
asked me if I was Diego's mom.
Yeah.
And then she said she was Mayu's classmate. So Mayu, her cousin, was also my friend since I was grade 1.
Yun ang nakakagulat sa amin kasi we found out ang dami-dami namin koneksyon, yung unang street namin noon sa Dasma ay pareho nung kanya. Kasi sobrang dami, hindi lang yun, mababaw pa nga yun, di ba?
No, so, else, you'll text me.
Yeah, and then you're thinking about it. You're thinking of the same thing. Eksakto, ganun kami weird. So, nakita niyo po yung mga posts ko sa IG nung kami nag-Italy ni Miel. Siya po ang kasama ko doon, tsaka isa pang triplet namin, si Doc Noel. Kami yung super friends. So, the Fantastic Four with Miel. Anyway, Rick, thank you for welcoming us into, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see this kasi it's such a well-preserved and a beautiful home that was built in 1928. I heard 26 or 1920s. Bilo nyo bago magkagera.
2025, that's why next year is 100 years.
Oh my goodness. So 20 years old na siya nung nandito yung mga Hapon. Well, it's hard ba? 44, 45. Diba? Around that time.
And
so,
the Japanese also occupied this.
Mabuti hindi nasira.
Yes. Tito Marco will make a point.
Okay, Tito Marco sa Tito Fiwa. So we're gonna go in and hopefully he'll tour us around the house. Halika po kayo. Let's go! Let's go read!
Welcome!
Thank you! Can you kindly tour us around this beautiful house? It's so beautifully and well preserved. Did you also spend a lot of time here in Bata?
During summers, when our parents would leave, we would spend summer here. All the cousins.
Ilan po? How many cousins?
Oh my God. More. About 17, 19.
So the house would be so alive and noisy
yes, and
during those days.
they'll be doing back then they were making their own chocolate.
The Baterol.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but
Like
the
my
chocolate
Lola.
itself.
The chocolate itself.
The tablea.
The tablea.
Yes.
Make the tablea.
Yeah,
They
from
used to make the
cacao, and we have a grinder and they mix it together.
Wow, ayaw namin ready-made na. So Tito, everything is still original.
Most of it, because when the war started, the family, they left the house. They went to Manila because it was declared an open city. So they left the house. The Japanese came, and General Roma stayed in this house. After the war, they came back. Most of the furnitures were gone. So most
They took the furniture?
I wouldn't say that the Japanese.
Basta if
took
they
it.
weren't taken care of siguro, so
Yes,
there
but
was
the house,
damage also.
there was not much damage, but the furnitures were, a lot of them was gone.
Sayang, no? So, but in terms of materials, Tito, when they built the house, it's mostly still the original
it is.
materials.
The stairway, the floor.
Napakaganda
basically
po.
the same.
Grabe. So, this what kind of wood is this, Tito?
It's Nara.
And look at the planks. They're
Yes.
huge.
Yung
I
white.
don't think they make them this
No,
wide
no, you
anymore.
can't
O,
find
wala
them
nang Nara
that
ngayon na
big.
ganyan. Napakaganda. Sa original wood po yan. Maliit pa yung mga magulang namin, di ba? Tito, where else can we go po? Na...
I can show you the portraits of my
Yes,
grandparents.
please, yes, please.
So these are my grandparents and their parents. Esteban Lazatin, Miguel Ocampo, and my grandmother, Encarnacion Sinyan.
So who was the child of these grandparents?
These are the grandparents. This my grandfather.
Okay, so
was the youngest.
they were husband and wife?
Yes.
Okay, so he's the son?
Yes.
Okay.
So there were 8 of them in the family, and he was the youngest boy.
Long before climate change, the air here must have been so fresco.
Yeah,
The breeze.
Especially if you go upstairs, you'll have an idea how cool it had
Before.
to be, because today it's very
I
hot.
can't help imagining because it must have been so wonderful. Konti lang ang kotse or wala pang kotse? Konting-konti
I
lang din.
remember they
May-
would say you hear the click-clack of the
Kalesa.
kalesa.
Ayun.
Yes, that's it. That's
Tapos,
it.
ang sinasabi ko lagi noon, konti pa yung tao.
Yes.
There weren't so
Yeah.
many people. Tapos, Tito, was the air cooler?
It was. I mean, look at what they were wearing.
Kaya
In the
nga,
50s, they were
nagugulat
wearing
ako.
coat and tie.
When I see old Filipino movies, yung mga
Yeah.
black and white,
Yeah.
sabi ko, paano sila
It
nakasuit? Paano
it was
nakasuit?
cooler. You'll see the upstairs how the natural ventilation works.
Wow, Tito, may we
Yes,
see?
let's walk.
Yeah.
These are my grandparents, my grandmother's egg collection.
It's still there.
Yes.
They're all still there. When we were
Wow.
children,
Yeah.
we would all sit down here because the old ones would be there, the cousins of my dad with the lolas, and we would sit here and look at all those eggs.
But
so I
bawal
was
to
saying,
touch.
cannot touch. But, so I'm 52, so that's 16 years old.
No, more.
Seven.
Yeah.
But look at all that, and then all the great-grandkids can still see, no?
Yes.
My goodness, I hope I can keep everything in the family just as fresh for when my great-grandchildren are able to see whatever we leave behind. No?
Yeah.
That's a painting of the house.
Yes,
This house.
by one of my lolas. And no, it's not by lola. No.
Somebody.
That's so precious, so nice.
Then we would sit here. Our generation
Already
would
the
sit here
same-
and
Yeah,
eat here.
yeah.
The
in
very same
stairs.
wood, the very same stairs.
Yes.
Yes.
We would sit down and slide our butts down the stairs.
Oh, we used to do that also
Yeah.
when we were
You can't do that anymore.
Not anymore. If I do it now, I am sure I will go to the hospital, have all my bones broken, and then they will say, "What did you do?"
And then when they clean,
Yeah.
they would polish the floor with something that big. Right?
Because
the wood polisher was that
Yeah.
big.
But back then,
Automatic.
they had this. There's this tree with the leaf would be like sandpaper. It's called the pakiling.
Pakiling from a
Yes.
tree?
From a tree, and it's so rough. They would
Parang sandpaper?
sandpaper all the wood.
And then to shine?
Back then they just
Book the nog?
make it
naman.
later on they just added the varnish, but they wanted it natural back then.
Wow! I can imagine. It must have been so... But now this is so typical Filipino. We expect the varnish, di ba?
Then you were talking about when it was cool. We
Yeah.
would sit here to see who was
It was really
eating
cool.
and just stay
really.
here. Yeah.
So you'd see the
With all-
guests
yeah.
and they mix silip.
Yeah.
Kids,
So if you look at the ceiling, you see those ventilation.
That's
the
original.
air flows to
Yeah, the
into
airflow.
each room.
Kaya noon hindi kailangan ng aircon
Yeah.
because the air was so fresh and this was well planned para naggaganyan yung nagko-crosswinds.
And it's all original up there.
Tignan nyo, mga kaibigan, Diyos ko, talagang napakataas ng ceiling. Ang ganda-ganda ng Filipino na bahay. What do you call this style dito? Because there's bahay
Well,
na bato,
it's a cross between Spanish and American. Basically American.
Basically.
Then every Christmas, there's always a photo of everybody in the stairs.
Oh, the Pangilinans, we do that also.
Yeah.
Because there are 9 siblings.
Yes.
So, and then the family just kept on growing. Then all the
Yes.
apos came. So what's how far back does it go? The visible one.
That's the original family. That picture there.
Ay, ayan!
All of them. That's the 8 siblings. And
O
the
biro
parents.
nyo, nagsimula sa 8 magkakapatid, tapos biglang dumami. Ganyan din kami nila Kiko sa Pangilinan side. Suddenly, we have all these kids, all the apos. And then, do you remember how many rooms up here?
There are basically 4 rooms. This will be the master bedroom.
May I see? Sa
Sure.
Oh my goodness. I can imagine kung dito ka nakatira ng araw. Tignan nyo naman. And then the Santos have been here forever also.
Yes.
Well, who stays here now? Nobody.
No.
Nobody.
Well,
Someone takes care of the house.
her dad likes to stay.
Yeah.
I take care of the house.
Yeah.
But I don't live here.
So you kind of oversee the
Yes.
management.
But the cousins, we set up a foundation for the upkeep of the house.
Ay, ang ganda
So
naman.
that's why it's well kept.
My goodness.
It
When
costs-
you set up the foundation, how would you raise the funds to maintain?
Well,
They came up with
we all contributed.
So parang it all goes to this
Yes.
central
Yes.
organization that takes
Yes.
care of this. So you know also everybody's
Yes.
contributing.
So they put a pole here for the mosquito nets.
Right, yung mga kulambo
Kulambo.
noon nilalagay na.
And
So
if-
this used to be 4
If
posters.
Lolo was late.
Hala, ganyan biglang, ayan no, detachable.
Kaya
Original the
he
bed.
had 8 children.
original beds.
Yes, these are original beds.
So mataas lang itong poste nung araw para sa
Yes.
kulambo. Ayan.
And if you notice, most of the beds back then, they had 2 separate beds.
Always in a room.
Yes, always. And
Hindi kasi in Filipino, I think kasi we're always also welcoming of extended family.
And the children.
And the children. So we always had, I remember our old house in Baguio before, our former house, same, always 2 in a room because of cousins.
I did some
tita.
research. The couples who stayed in the same bed only started in the 1950s.
Really?
Before that, couples had their own separate
their own.
beds.
Here. Then always there's processions and they would always
Ay,
pass
yung
here
mga
because we're the
Processions like
San
Santa Cruzan and the Santo Niño
Yes.
or Santos, di ba? Or Mother Mary. You, the kids, would sit here.
Yeah, then you just watch everybody come.
Wow, you never put screens dito, no? They
No.
never put screens.
No.
So just the
No
sliding.
mosquitoes back then.
Wala
Really.
nga, no?
They didn't complain of mosquitoes.
Ngayon nakakahiyang
I
patayin yun.
guess it's cleaner back then. And
For
cleaner
sure.
and fresher.
No, so now you just open, tingnan yung ventilation
Ah,
dati,
this one
walang
we added is
screen.
the
Bubuksan
Yes,
mo
the
to.
blinds.
The blinds dinagdag na lang. But ito, pag binuksan, it's all talagang, tingnan niyo yung hangin. I can imagine. I can only imagine. Oh my God. And that one Rewa, that used to be a bakery, you said?
Yes.
Nagpupunta si Rewa dyan before.
And then
Cashier.
oh,
That was the first
it's either you
supermarket
bake,
in San
This
Fernando.
one here
Yes.
in
yeah.
front.
It's either you bake
Yeah.
or else supermarket. So I said me cashier.
Then
Tito
restaurant.
Marco
There's a sisig restaurant.
took
Yes,
over the
Tito.
bakery.
This- which one here?
We're still running the bakery.
Is it still here?
It's still there. Yeah, my son has
Wow.
taken over now.
Oh my goodness. So it's been there for how many years?
Since 1965.
I was
The
born
bakery.
66. Wow. Can you imagine? 59 years.
Yeah.
Even the chandeliers dito, they're original.
Yes, they are.
Pati the mga armoire.
Yes.
The mga aparador.
Their stuff, my grandparents' stuff, they're still inside. I haven't touched them.
Uy, ano-ano po yun? Damit? Or
Damit, actually,
Beddings?
I opened one cabinet, closet, the saya ni Lola. they're
wow!
There.
Uy,
And-
nako, that's for a museum na siguro.
Yes, we're planning on
Please,
making a
yes.
one terno for display always.
Oh, yes,
And then
please.
rotating it.
Yes, ang ganda
Yes.
nun. You know, it will teach kids nowadays
Yes,
about
that's
our
true.
history. Because iba yung nakikita mo in person, iba yung libro o TV lang.
That is a barometer.
Okay.
It's in Spanish.
Yes.
It was made by the for the 400 years that the Spaniards were staying in the Philippines, they recorded all the weather patterns, and they made a barometer.
To parang monitor?
Yes, this is actually made just for the Philippines. Kaya makita mo, bagyo in the local...
Is it still accurate ito?
No, it broke down 5 years ago. In Bagyo Intenso, Bagyo Destructor.
But just to have it here, that's such a piece of history, no? You can, wow, can you imagine?
The other room, this is my aunt's matchbook collection.
Matchbooks before, the matchboxes like that.
Yes,
matches. Flatten lang.
If you go to a restaurant or hotel,
oh nga naman, it's better like
so
this.
they collected it from all over the world.
Wow.
This is the United States elections in the 1950s. Elections of the Philippines, Garcia.
Oh my God.
And this is from the Second World War.
Wow!
Warning soldiers about venereal disease.
Tingnan mo naman. Alam nyo, ako yung mga nagko-collect po, may akong kaibigan si Sandy noon, lagi ko inuwian ng mga matchboxes, yung lalagyan ng posporo, kung saan man ako galing. Magandang idea to kasi na-preserve siya, pwede i-frame, tapos wala na yung laman, syempre wala na yung danger. So, ayan, ang ganda palang idea niyan. Yan yung mga nagko-collect po sa inyo ng matchboxes. Naku, this is a good idea. For what you can do with your collection, di ba? Nice, Tito. Then again, 2 beds.
Yes.
It's like a ladies' room. Like
it is. In my aunt stayed in this.
Oh, that's why.
In this, their dresser.
That's the original.
Yes, it is. There was a stool there.
Diyan sila nagme-makeup.
And then they lowered the roof, the ceiling, I mean.
You mean mataas pa ho ito before?
This is the original height of the ceiling of all the rooms.
Oh, like about, I'd say about.
That's
what
about
is it, like 20? No.
What was
so,
Picture?
because if it was a 6-footer, another about 12,
yes.
12, 13, I'd say. Yeah, 14, anywhere from 12 to 14 or 15. Grabe. Tingnan nyo naman. Tapos wood pa rin lahat. Kung meron man inayos po dito, konting-konti lang. Kasi lahat ng materials, pating pinto, is heavy, oh. This is also Nara, dito.
Yes.
Imagine, no? Original talaga. And the other rooms dito, the same lang.
Yeah, smaller.
2 beds. 2 beds.
2 beds also. These are all the wedding pictures of all the children.
Ang ganda naman pag
These are
inalaga.
my parents. Here is a person that you would want to meet. This is Dr. Gregorio Singyan. He is the brother of my grandmother. He is the first Filipino surgeon. The first Filipino who operated.
Grabe itong pamilya ninyo.
He studied in Spain.
So around what year was this taken, you think?
This was probably in the 1920s.
Imagine. So he was born in the 1800s.
Yes,
and
1872.
Wow. And then Tito, the terraza, this is what you would call before the...
Balconaje?
Balconaje, yes. Yeah, the balconaje. And the books!
Yes.
Old! Are these like first edition?
Yes, yes.
Wow!
These 2 chairs represent the original furnitures of the house.
Mother of pearl.
Mother of pearl and Chinese antique.
But that's not the highlight. There's a highlight in this.
May I see? Can I see what?
Look at that.
Oh my God, it's marble!
1-piece marble.
This is immovable. You can never move this. Kahit siguro buong pamilya ninyo, buhatin to, hindi pwede.
8 people to bring it up the stairs.
Wow!
Well, through the window, I mean.
Yes.
Ito yung mayroong tulambo.
This was done in 2009 to 2010.
The piece,
my
Tito?
aunt, my aunt wanted to stay in this room, so we had it done for her.
Ayun. Pero ito, nilagay na lang. Pero syempre sa gabi, pag tinanggal to, kulambo pa rin siya. They overlap.
And
Ayan yung four-poster.
Yes.
And this is a birthday chair, right?
Ha! Ito pala ho! Diyan nagle-labor at nanganganak. They put the legs up.
Yeah.
They used to give birth at home. That, oh my God. Cannot think, cannot imagine.
And this is the heart of the house.
Yes, always! Oh my goodness! It looks original, but was it already renovated?
It was renovated, but with my aunt in mind, they really like to cook. A lot of our recipes were made in this house.
This Pampanga.
Yes. I have here their recipe book, handwritten in Spanish.
Oh wow!
Los almendras.
I should do this so that my kids have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, in your nice handwriting.
Thank you.
It's in Spanish.
Oh my God. How old is it ito?
I have no
1800s
idea.
pa?
Maybe in the
1900s.
1920s, I would think.
My mom and her siblings would gather in the kitchen with my lola. So everyone has their own specialty, all from my lola. And di ba we were saying kanina, walang walang recipe, mini-memorya lang. Yan, ibabasa sa binasa, tikim, Kathy's like that now. She took after me, and my lola, and my titas. And then there's what we call the dirty kitchen. Hi! And how nice, because it's connected. And then,
So from there, it comes in here.
comes in here. Oh nga naman, no? Can I change pa my kitchen? It's nice to be like this. To have it be like this. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. Sarap matulog dito sa kitchen. Yung kitchen ko lang yung kama. Tito Leo, Tita Shaipai, we love you, Mom. Thank you. But Noeli, I'm glad you're here. Rewa, thank you for giving me this chance. Nagpaalam ako, hindi yata niya sinabi sa kami. Nahiya ako. No, but thank you.
I said we will wing it.
No, it's such an experience, no? And all the food we had was very Kapampangan. Kasi we're so Kapampangan, we're proud of our heritage. We're the best cooks in this country. Sorry, all mga kababayan from other provinces.
You want to see the ones who live in here since 1960.
Perla,
Perla, Mercy.
Yaya Pearl, Yaya Mercy, ali kayo, papakilala ko kayo para makita kayo ng pamilya niyo sa YouTube. Ali po kayo, ali po kayo, Yaya. Yaya Pang, sino-sino pong nagluto? Gano'ng katagal kayo? Opo. Mahigit 30 years, mahigit 30 years. Tapos si ate, gano'ng katagal na po kayo? Bago pa lang.
Mercy.
14. 40. Habang bata si ate. But thank you po sa lahat ng pagluluto niyo para sa pamilya ng aking kapatid na si Rewa. Kanina po, anong niluto niyo? Lahat? Hindi po, iba.
Titad.
Pigeon.
Rila.
Dalengwa, napakasarap. Favorite po namin ni Frankie at ng mga bata. Thank you very much sa inyo. Salamat po, Nay. Thank you po. So, ayan, we met na the rest of the family of Rewa. And Noel and Rewa and I would like to say thank you. And I will see you again in the next vlog. God bless you, everyone. Remember to leave the world a better place than when we first entered. Love you guys. God bless you. Kapampangan taste ng welcome. Si Sharon Bulaklak. Diyan ako napasagot ni Kiko. Seriously, saving time. Hindi ba maniligaw, Bulaklak? Siya, si Sharon Bulaklak. Siya, sinagot ko.